I've always wondered, like, if I could get into the Monster Hunter universe, how many of the monsters would I die trying to have sex with? Like, I would definitely be a very infamous monster hunter because there's no creature in this game that's safe from my cock. I just have a way with animals. I have a way with monsters. Anything inhuman, maybe alien. Like, you know, Snowball and Burger, they're my buddies, so I wouldn't touch them. They're happy little guys. It's too wholesome, you know. Burger, he's just a big frickin' guy. And Snowball is just my happy little kitty cat. Look at him. He doesn't know what's going on. What a stupid idiot. I love him. But like, we get into like a bear-off. We go fight this guy. He's got plenty of holes on his head. It'd be fun for me to figure out, like, you know, which one would I get stuck in. And funny thing about getting stuck, stuck porn. Stuck porn is it's a very lowbrow kind of porn that no one really likes, unless they're like freaky, disgusting, nasty boys. And I hope that the sound of my controller is not going to be too loud. But then again, who cares, you know? I don't. I kind of do, but I don't. I'm just going to button mash until I kill a monster anyways. But you imagine getting stuck. Like, you press the button and it's stuck. And like when I was 14, this is a funny little story. I like to tell stories about my childhood. I did some really stupid things. I'd be pretty ashamed if some people heard them. But then again, I'm trying to entertain myself more than anything. Maybe I can entertain some other people. Because this isn't just going to stay on Twitch. People on YouTube, maybe they're interested in you know, figuring out what monsters I'd bang, you know, because I'm a depraved degenerate and I think it's funny. But when I was 14, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I put my wiener in a cardboard, not a cardboard, but well, kind of a paper towel roll. And funny enough, me being a stupid kid and having horribly uncontrollable urges to, you know, figure out the unknown. And, you know, science was a really big deal for me. So I thought, let me put my penis in this paper towel roll and see how far it goes in. Because maybe... No, he took my oh my god. But maybe... Uh-oh. Maybe I get, like, a little bit of the way in. And then, when you're doing weird things that you probably shouldn't be doing, you get excited. And, I got excited. And the paper towel roll didn't seem to like that. Because the moment I got excited in the paper towel roll, I got stuck. And I started to panic. I immediately, quietly had a fit of rage. I just tried to yank the thing off, and it hurt. It hurt like the dickens. And it was like maybe 3 in the morning, and I was at my grandpa's house. And there's no way in hell I could explain to my grandpa why I was butt naked in the kitchen, and I had my pee-pee stuck in a paper towel roll. You know, why was I naked? You know, you're not going to be fully clothed sticking your wiener in a paper towel roll. It's not going to look good either way, because in one way, you're a creep, and the other way, you're just a weird kid. And I was a weird kid. I'm a creep now, but I was a weird kid. And where the frick? Okay. Set. Oh, he's in 3? He's right over. He's right over back here. Okay. And so either I don't wherever I was at. So I was panicking, trying to pull the thing off. My wiener skin was very unhappy, and I was just trying to be as quiet as possible. It did not occur to me that I could use water to get the thing off. But I eventually got to that. You know, uh-oh. Volvodon's coming at me. Get out of here, no. But eventually I got to the shower. Seeing how I was already naked, you know, I was like, let's just get in here, turn everything on, and we'll get this show on the road. So luckily, I eventually got the thing off, and my penis was beet red for a good couple hours. It really hurt to put underwear on. I was chafed up really bad. Walking kind of irritated my skin. So I spent the next maybe like, I can't be certain, but it was at least like 4 hours, butt naked, just laying on my back in my aunt's bed, because it was her bed. It was her bedroom, and I didn't want to sleep in the basement. So when she was at her mom's and I was at my grandpa's, because my aunt, fun lore, if you're not aware, I've explained this in other very, very unseen videos. Look at those holes on his head. That my aunt, she is 2 years younger than me, I think. Two or 3 years younger than me. So she had that whole princess bed thing going on, and I was butt naked in it quite a bit, because not only was I a creepy little perverted boy, just trying to, you know, be as weird as possible, I also hated my aunt. So I would rub my penis all over her stuff, because it gave me power. And one thing that a man should have over his disgusting aunt at that age is power. So I thought the more stuff that she interacted with that had like my penis germs on, like my micropenal biome, I thought that it gave me power. So like it made me feel better than her, even though she was doing marginally better in all of her classes. She was you know, loved by her family quite more than I was. And at the end of the day, you know, she would sleep on a pillow that had my testicles on it. And I thought that was just incredible. She doesn't know about this. I pray she never figures out, because she will kick my booty. She'll have a hell of a time trying, at least, but she'll try. And I can't let her try, because I like to fight. I like to fight women, because women think they're all tough. And what they don't know is that unprovoked, a man can just freak out, have a mental breakdown, and just beat the ever-loving Christ out of him. I don't condone that, but when you gotta stand up for yourself, you gotta stand up for yourself. And my aunt, she is a fierce one. She is as destructive as like Barry Bonds with a baseball bat covered in nails. And if you don't know who he is, then you're just not you're not the age range I'm going for. Like, I'm going for people my age who know who Barry Bonds is. Maybe you know who Brian Urlacher is. Maybe you know Sammy Sosa. He's a little more well known. But all three of those people are quite destructive when it comes to one thing, and that is asserting their male privilege. Because all three of those guys were absolute monsters. They should have been in prison. They never got to prison. And the women that they've wronged, well, you don't hear about them, because nothing really happened. I was making all that up. Maybe not for Barry Bonds, because he looks like he would beat the hell out of like his wife in like a Subway. He's like, I want a meatball sub, and then his wife is like, I want a meatball sub too. And then he gets pissed. He's furious. How could this woman copy my order? How dare she? And then he just beats the Christ out of her, and they eventually have very passionate love. Because, you know, that's just, love is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Love is a beautiful thing. And when it comes to love, I don't know what love is. I've never experienced it. I never will. I've been alone since the day I was born. I can't say there's a person on this planet that I genuinely love. Because it's just not a real emotion. Love is the feeling of, let me put my winky in your butt and I'll tell you I love you so I can do it again later. That's all that love is. You know? Because love is like the song, what is love, you know? Baby, don't hurt me. I say, baby, please hurt me. I need a woman to challenge me. And really just, like, at the end of the day, she needs to beat me up. If my woman can take me on in a hand-to-hand match, I will have the most respect for that woman possible, and she will be my queen. Like, imagine your woman coming home after a hard day at the factory. She's like lifting steel girders. Her name is like Wallace or something. It's just one of those things, like, you call her by her last name. And that's because a tough person doesn't need a first name. You say, yeah, that's Wallace right there. No one messes with Wallace because she's a bad mother. Bad mother with a big fist of steel, and it'll rock your world, baby girl. So you got Wallace, and she's like benching like freaking like 200 pounds. I think that's impressive because I cannot. And Wallace comes home after the factory job, and all of a sudden you're like, hey baby, what's going on? She's like, yeah, nothing. And you're like, oh man, I was hoping you'd have me like a good story. And then you two like get on a tangent of like how the White Sox are your least favorite team. And then you bond a little bit, and then you're like, yeah, but how about those Chicago Cubs? And she gets livid. How dare you say that? Her parents got divorced because the Chicago Cubs lost. You know, in the 1993, league, the Chicago Cubs did horribly. They lost, and her parents got divorced because of that. And she gets livid. Why would you bring that up? Why'd you have to take it there? And then she punches you so hard in the face that your member just bursts. And you're like, I love this woman with every fiber of my being. She challenges me to be my best me. She knows me inside and out. She's been inside me more than I've been inside her. And I couldn't be happier with the life choices I made. And when you look Wallace in the eyes, and you see that beautiful, beautiful, manly woman, and you're like, man, that stuff is raw. That is primal beauty. You just want to pop that mother effer right in the back of the head with your winker wonker, and you just tear it up because you're pretty weird. You're a little disgusting, but you also want to tell it that you love it without making it mad. So you're like, the best way to do this is to have sex with it. And so you have sex with it, and that's you being like, hey, I'm vulnerable with you right now. You're vulnerable with me. We could have so many things go wrong, but we're taking the chance to make things go right. And that's because deep down inside, you feel amazing. And I want this feeling to last. So I will do anything it takes to make it keep going. And long story short, that's what love is. And I don't think I will ever get to experience that in my life. That kind of awesome feeling where you're like, everything just feels incredible. You're having a good time. You're just like completely natural with someone for the first time in a long time. everything is just as Mother Nature intended, and you're having the time of your life with just another human being. But I can't do that with a human being because I don't like humanity. I think humanity is a sin. And that's why I've been alone for so long. Because I don't like humans. They're gross. They're nasty. I'm gross and nasty. So what's to stop me from thinking other people are also gross and nasty? It's just the mindset that you get whenever you're sitting there and you're like, wow, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm gross and nasty. That's why women have a hard time looking me in the eyes. That's why women have a horrible, horrible resentment towards me, because I don't brush my teeth unless I wipe them with a paper towel or like a dandy cloth. And you make nothing but ramen noodle and mac and cheese, maybe pastaroni, and you're a gross man boy. You clip your toenails, you leave them in the carpet next to your under your desk, and you think it's acceptable to to leave oil everywhere, like different kinds of oil, synthetic, motor oil, bodily oils. There's cum all over the place, and your mattress has a massive brown stain, and you think, why do women not like me? And it's a very simple answer. The answer is you suck. You suck so hard. No one's gonna like this. No one's gonna like you. I don't like you. You don't like yourself. You keep lying to yourself that everything's gonna be okay. But deep down inside, you're afraid that once you hit the ripe old age of 40, you're gonna be alone forever. And you know what? That's the truth. Because when you don't work on yourself, when you coast through life thinking you're not the problem, and you think everything else is the problem, like I do, because I'm a monster. I don't like other things. I think everything in this world is worthless. So when you're like me and you keep making the wrong choice, right after another, back to back to back to front to back, to balls to crack, you're not going to fix anything, and you're the problem. And women will start out saying, "Oh, this is my man, I want to fix him." And then they realize you're unfixable. They don't want to be around you anymore. And you keep becoming this gross man baby because deep down your connection with your parents, it either wasn't good enough or it was too good. So you want to capture that feeling of having a mother. And some women are okay with that. Some women would love to have that kind of kid. Like that kind of man in their life. We're like, "Oh, he's my little man. He's my good boy."
Take a look at the quizzes.
And other women are like, "I want me a man that can satisfy me and take me out to dinner, and he doesn't get a McDonald's Happy Meal." Women don't want just some baby boy. Women want something real, something nice, something powerful. Women want to be dominated. As much as they say, "Oh, I wear the pants in this household." No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't wear the pants. You wear jeggings. You wear leggings. You wear shorts. Maybe a skirt. I respect a woman who wears denim pants. Denim pants is what a cute little boy up there. What a cute little cat. He is happy. He's just scrubbing the poop deck. I wish I could be like this guy when I'm at work. What is wrong with me in my life to the point where I can't be happy mopping the ground? This is just incredible. And I got like crazy good vibes for women that wear pants. Because if a woman wears pants, I'd say 6 out of 10 times a woman wearing pants isn't doing it for fashion. She's doing it because it just works. It's what the woman wants. It's what they want to do. It gives them the best coverage. Unless they're wearing like skinny jeans. I don't think skinny jeans are pants. I think those are skin covers. Just like leggings and jeggings, they're just made out of a different material. Let me take a drink of my Propel. My throat is a little dry. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. The thing about pants is they propel you to be your best self. You show up to work, you're wearing your favorite pair of denim, your best pair of jeans, and you're like, man, this is good. I look good. I feel good. I look like a responsible adult. I'm wearing a button-down shirt on top of a white tee.
It's great to see
My
you.
nipples can't be seen through my top. My bra isn't too thick. It isn't too thin. And I'm gonna beast this presentation. And I believe that you can. Like, if you're wearing good denim pants, like Dickies, those suck. Don't wear those. But if you're wearing a good denim, a good pant, you're gonna be set. You're gonna have confidence. You're gonna have pizzazz. You're gonna have everything you need to win the other company over, to win over that big deal, that big sale. You can sell a fish a bottle of water when you're wearing denim pants. And the crazy thing about fish, they don't need any water. That's for darn sure. They couldn't need any less water. They don't need any more water. It's just insane. So, like, a fish is always surrounded by water. And if you're going to sell a fish a bottle of water, good God. You don't need to be like a little wussy little guy, you know? You need to have the confidence to be like, hey, me, you need this. This is water. Water comes in a bottle, but it also comes from your environment. We purify water. Yours is dirty. Get my water you need. And then you sell the water. You made it. You got it. You got the water. The water has been got. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had a bottle of water right now, I'd be pretty content with life. You know, my water's in the fridge. I like to get it cold before I drink it. Because warm water is like, I'm quenching I'm not really quenching, but I'm getting the water in my body, you know, so I can process the stuff I need to, oh my God. So I can process, and I'm getting a little dry thinking about it. I need some water, but I don't want to get up. But you have your water, and if it's like room temp, it's just like, oh, it's just another glass of water. You got hot water, it's like, oh, this is wild. Why am I drinking it hot? Why does it have no flavor? This is crazy. But then, you get cold water. Imagine your life. You got yourself some cold water. You just got out of the farmyard, the barnyard, the field of corn. And you go inside your reasonably temperatured house. You got the wife right there next to you. She looks at you. She says, "It was a heck of a day out there, wasn't it, baby?" You say, "Hell yeah." And she gives you a beautiful, firm handshake because Wallace doesn't mess around. And then you yawn and your arm falls over to hers. And then you hold her hand. You grip it softly. You don't want you want Wallace to know that there's no threat. So you lightly grasp your fingers around hers. And she looks you in the eyes. She's like, This is beautiful. This is perfection. This moment right here, right now, I want this forever." And you're like, the only thing that can make this better, after a hard day's work, sitting inside with my power bottom wife, my beautiful, my woman, on my proud land that I've worked, is a cold glass of water with 3 perfectly cubed ice cubes. And you're like, man, I'm a little dry. Wallace immediately says yes, water. Comes back with a nice glass of ice water. And she gives it to you. She gives you that water. And you take a drink. And as that cold sensation rushes down your hot esophagus, your beating heart cools with anticipation of what your night is going to be like. And everything just seems like it's gonna be fine. And that's why cold water is the best water. You don't want it ice cold, because if it's ice cold, it's just ice. Then it's not water. For some reason, dry water, when it's hard, is called ice. I don't understand. But I like it. It's the crazy part. Hey, can I have a glass of water? You want ice in it? That's just more water. Are you silly? You're asking me if I want water with my water. Like, what sense does that make? Hey, man, you want cake with your slice of cake? Or do you just want an empty plate? Yeah, I want some water with my water. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I want ice in my water? I don't want it room temperature. Sure, it comes out of the faucet at like a decent temperature, but it's not nearly cold enough. It's never cold enough. That's why you get it to the point. If you set your fridge on 8 out of 9 for coldness, you got some pretty darn cold water if you put it in the fridge. And the best thing to do, here's what you do before you go out for a nice hard day's of work. Prepare yourself a glass of water. And this is a life hack that you literally don't need. Oh, there's my target. You don't need any ice. So if you're going out for a hard day's work, and you know you're going to be thirsty when you get home, when you get back inside, you put like a nice glass of water in the fridge. That way, it's going to be nice and cold for you when you get back in. And you don't even have to wait for it. You don't have to make sure it's full of ice. You don't got to waste that extra room in the glass for your water. You just get that stuff and you drink it right there. You don't even have to wait. No stress. No problems. Just a clean glass of water with a nice, crisp finish. Your glass is cold. It's cooling down your hands. The water is cooling down your body. It's helping you regulate temperature. There's nothing better than a good glass of water. And I fully endorse that. Like, if I could go into business and I could make like a company based off of water, I so would. Because I have the best idea for water. You get water and you purify it. You strain it. You do what you gotta do. And all you have to do is just make sure it's tasty water. When water doesn't need to be tasty, all you have to do is just get the water, purify it, put it in a bottle. But the secret is, here, let me cough really quick. The secret is, when you got that water, and you get it in the bottle, sure, it's like you get home and you're like, well, I could go for a water right now, but it's not cold enough. I want to sell water that comes out of the bottle cold. You don't need to wait for it to get cold. It's already there. I think that would be quite the nice way to sell water when it's already cold, and all you have to do is just pop the bottle, go up, and then drink it down. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing better than going up on a good bottle of water, because when you get to the top, that's where the best hole is. And you can put your lips on it, you can swirl your tongue around the opening, and then you can use your hand to really knock it back, and you can just get a really good drink of pure, crystal clear liquid, and everything just becomes good. Because that's what a good glass of water is. Water is just so freaking incredible. Like, it's so basic, you know? H2O, you know? H2OMG, this is the best. It's like, why would you want anything else? Water does everything you need it to do. It cleans you out. It refreshes you. It gives you satiety. If you think you're hungry, drink a glass of water, and maybe you're not too much hungry anymore. Because realistically, you could just be feeling thirsty, but your body doesn't know that it's thirsty. So it's like, maybe I'm hungry. And so, instead of eating, you can just get some water. Some people just don't realize that you can just get water. And like, bro, maybe your city doesn't have like good water. Like in my apartment, the water here tastes like fish water. No one wants gamey water. It's nasty. It's just not good water. And the thing about not good water is it's not refreshing either. So you get that warm water, that water out of your sink, and it tastes a little fishy. Well, what good is it? It's not. It's not at all. So now you're just wasting time with some really bad water. You're not going to drink it happily, and then your mood goes down a little bit. So what's the effing point, you know? There is no effing point. That's the thing. There's no point to anything we do. Like, what is water but, like, just a drink, you know? Sure, you gotta drink to survive. I'm not gonna dispute that. I'm the first to say drink water when you're thirsty. It just makes sense. But some people don't see it that way. And I'm one of those people. Because I don't think... In life, there's not really much we do, you know? All we do is we try to enjoy ourselves, we have sex, we eat, sometimes we kill each other. You know, it's all worthless. It's all dumb, worthless time. And, you know, I don't think that my time is really being used the best way. Because right now, I'm on Twitch. And not for nothing, Twitch just isn't really what it used to be. Because back in the day, you wanted to check out a game, you wanted to see what it looked like, you would go on Twitch. The latest streamers, the best people, they're playing the new game, the new stuff. And you're like, man, does that look fun? And then you end up getting the game. That's how I used to look for the games I wanted to play. I would go on Twitch. And funny thing about Twitch, now it promotes, you know, indecent exposure. Kids are watching Twitch, but you got people with their cleavages out, and now it's becoming a platform where you can just, you know, show your breasts and get pity votes, get pity attention. You got people donating to people who all they do is just expose bits and bobs of their body. And I just want to see, like, I just want to see the new, you know, the latest trends in games. Because I don't have anything going on. And it's not that I think that women don't have a place on Twitch. They seriously do, and it's crazy how much revenue they're bringing in. But the fact of the matter is, Twitch is just now one of those degenerate sites. It's like, man, why go on Pornhub where I can't talk to those women? So I get on Twitch, and this woman who's in a kiddie pool in her living room in a very skimpy bikini, I can send it $5 and it can read my message. That's the beauty of Twitch. And I think on its own that would be a good thing, like a good platform. Like if you took OnlyFans and you made it live streaming, that would be pretty cool. I think that would work out pretty well. I think Pornhub already does that. I don't know. But I feel like if we had Twitch, not for children, for adults, and it was just like, if I could get on Twitch and do like a sexy striptease show, I would. I'm not an attractive man by any means, but if I could get on Twitch and show my mound a little bit, and I could get like someone like, here's a $5 dono. Hey, put that stuff away, bro. We don't want to see it. I think that would be pretty good, because not only am I getting the realistic feedback I need because my body is not really socially acceptable, I'm also getting money and attention, so it drives me further. And that's all that people really do Twitch for, is money and attention. So if you really, if you want to combine, what makes Twitch successful with what people really want in life, you could have a platform to really explode into people's, social media desires. Because at the end of the day, what most people really want is social interaction and a little bit of pleasure. Now, I don't get much of either of those, because I live a lifestyle of, well, I get pleasure. I'm not going to say that I don't. But my pleasure is a lot different from yours, I guarantee it. My pleasure is when I'm sitting in my room. This is completely real, by the way. I can't stress that enough. When I'm sitting alone in my room, I might sit there for 2 hours doing absolutely nothing and staring at the wall and watching it move. I think the best thing about being a simpleton, though, is being able to have that kind of instant relief from stress. Because I enjoy, if I'm not doing anything, I'm good. Sometimes it's nice to just let the mind unwind from a hard time. And that's something that some people take for granted too, is that some people can't do nothing. Some people have to be constantly engaged, and that's where I think a lot of stress comes from. Because I had an epiphany a long time ago, back when I was trying to figure out what my purpose was and why I'm here, why I'm still here. And it was along the lines of, why do I exist? If I'm not doing anything, then I don't have a place here. So doing stuff is what validates my life. And then I realized it's fine to do nothing. Honestly, it's preferable, because if I'm not doing anything, then I don't have to have any responsibilities. It's a very freeing feeling, and that's where I get my pleasure from.